Hello, boys and girls. Mr. Palst here. So nice to see you. I think this could be a fantastic day. I have my Real Monsters t-shirt. Keeping my eyes on you. My favorite was always Crumb, the guy over here holding his eyeballs. That was a Nickelodeon show when I was growing up. At that time, there was no DVR, so we had to pay attention to what time the show was on and just wait. But I loved it. I have a great story for you today. It is another Frog and Toad book, okay? And this is our second one. So this is called The Hat. Un sombrero. On Toad's birthday, Frog gave him a hat. Toad was delighted. Happy birthday, said Frog. Toad put on the hat. It fell down over his eyes. I am sorry, said Frog. That hat is much too big for you. I will give you something else. Now, said Toad, this hat is your present to me. I like it. I will wear it the way it is. Frog and Toad went for a walk. Toad tripped over a rock. He bumped into a tree. He fell in a hole. Frog, said Toad, I can't see anything. I will not be able to wear your beautiful present. This is a sad birthday for me. Frog and Toad were sad for a while. Then Frog said, Toad, here is what you must do. Tonight, when you go to bed, you must think some very big thoughts. Those big thoughts will make your head grow larger. In the morning, your new hat may fit. Ah, what a good idea, said Toad. That night, when Toad went to bed, he thought the biggest thoughts that he could think. Toad thought about giant sunflowers. He thought about tall oak trees. He thought about high mountains covered with snow. Then Toad fell asleep. Frog came into Toad's house. He came in quietly. What was he going to do? Frog found the hat and took it to his house. Frog poured some water on the hat. He put the hat in a warm place to dry. It began to shrink. That hat grew smaller and smaller. Frog went back to Toad's house. Toad was still fast asleep. Frog put the hat back on the hook where he found it. When Toad woke up in the morning, he put the hat on his head. It was just the right size. Toad ran to Frog's house. Frog, Frog, he cried. All those big thoughts have made my head much larger. Now I can wear your present. Frog and Toad went for a walk. Toad did not trip over a rock. He did not bump into a tree. He did not fall into a hole. It turned out to be a very pleasant day after Toad's birthday. Now that's the end of the story, and I do want to show you some pictures of frogs and toads. As you know, I have 2 toads and a frog in my house. So this is kind of the difference here. So you see the toads, they're a lot bumpier, whereas the frogs are smoother in their skin. They both could be wet, but for the most part, toads are a little bit drier. So yep, there's this thick bumpy skin for the toads, short ridges on top of the head, plump body, shorter legs. That's another thing. The legs of a frog are much longer so they can jump. Lives on land and woods, rows of eggs laid in water. And then frogs, we have smooth, soft skin, long ridges down each side of back, slender body, long legs, speedy swimmer. Lives in or very near water, clumps of eggs laid in water. So here's some more pictures here. Think about what you know about frogs and toads. Look at the pictures. Can you tell which animals are frogs and which are toads? So look at number 1. What do you guys think? All right, if you said frog, you were correct. Okay, look at the legs. See how long they are? Look how smooth it is. Let's look at number 2. Frog or toad? Number 2 is also a frog. Number 3. Number 3 is a toad. It's kind of hard to see from the front, but he is bumpier. Let's see. Number 4. What's number 4? Now that is a toad, and he looks just like Freddy. Literally just like that. And number 5. And that's a frog. You can see his long legs. All right, boys and girls, I hope you enjoyed Frog and Toad. It's going to be a fantastic day, and I'll see you soon.